In current months, Kim Kardashian's dating together along with her ex-husband Kanye West has been rocky, to mention the least. Although she first filed for divorce from the rapper, who legally modified his call to Ye in February 2021, it wasn't till January of this year that tensions got here to a head. In fact, Ye changed into accused of being abusive towards Kim as he publicly lashed out at her parenting, and her new boyfriend, Pete Davidson, in a chain of scathing social media posts and lyrics. He even claimed that she changed into retaining him from their 4 kids and shared non-public textual content messages that Kim had dispatched expressing problem for Pete's protection as an instantaneous end result of Ye's public attacks. While Kim and Pete not often answered, Ye relentlessly published approximately them from January till March 17, whilst Instagram briefly disabled his account due to the fact he'd used a racial slur towards Trevor Noah in a separate post. The ban changed into simplest for 24 hours, however Ye has but to go back to social media with the beyond 3 months in mind, you'd be forgiven for forgetting that Kim and Ye's divorce changed into completely amicable for tons of closing years, with Kim even carrying a marriage, get dressed on degree for his Donda album release celebration in August. And simply as she supported his paintings ventures, Ye changed into additionally a champion of hers, with their dating now no longer performing to bitter, till Kim started courting comedian Pete Davidson in October, quickly after she regarded on Saturday Night Live. The lead as much as this has now been discovered in Kim's new own circle of relatives fact display, The Kardashians, which premiered on Hulu closing week. In this week's episode, Kim provided visitors a behind-the-scenes glimpse into her SNL stint in addition to her dating with Ye, as she discovered the intense measures he'd long passed to in order that he may be in New York to aid her in person. In fact, Ye stayed up all night time and traveled in train on an industrial flight to be there for Kim, and he collaborated together along with her and comics Dave Chappelle and Michelle Wolf on jokes for her establishing monologue. Speaking to her publicist and buddy Tracy Romulus at the same time as making ready for the display, Kim stated. "He's right here already, he actually took a train industrial flight, sat with inside the seat subsequent to the bathroom. He stated he didn't sleep all night time lengthy in order that he can get on the town early sufficient to fulfill up with Dave and pass over jokes and absolutely help," she went on. "I can't trust that he's supporting the manner that he's," Tracy replied. Kim gave even greater of an perception into her and Ye's dating all through a confessional, in which she admitted that she'd put critical barriers in region to make it clean to Ye that they'll now no longer be getting again together. "Kanye is in New York to aid me, however we've got additionally set a few critical barriers," she advised the camera. "Kanye and I are staying at separate hotels. I've been absolutely clean with him as a long way as in which we stand in our dating. Super drama unfastened is the vibe for this week," she delivered. In retaining with that, Kim changed into later visible telling SNL's manufacturers to reduce sure jokes approximately from the episode script as she changed into involved approximately hurting his feelings. Kim defined that their divorce is a touchy subject matter for Ye, so she didn't need to reference it too frequently going over the script. Kim advised SNL manufacturer Lindsay Shookus, "The divorce is so touchy for him, and I'm already announcing that element with inside the monologue. I realize he'd need to be part of it due to the fact he'd love it," Kim continued, with Tracy finishing. "It shouldn't be disrespectful to him," Kim delivered in a confessional. "I'm usually fearful of hurting people's feelings, and I'd in no way pass in there making fun, particularly of the daddy of my youngsters. It doesn't imply that due to the fact we didn't training session that we don't have a terrific love and recognize for every other." Despite Kim insisting that she'd set barriers and her decreasing the quantity of divorce references that had been made with inside the episode, Ye nonetheless expressed his confusion on the gags simply weeks after the state display aired. Speaking at the Drink Champs podcast in November, Ye mentioned Kim as his spouse, as he claimed that manufacturers had made her say that they had been divorced. "SNL making my spouse say I divorced him due to the fact they simply desired to get that bar off, and I ain't in no way even visible the papers, we are now no longer even divorced," Ye stated on the time. "That ain't no comic story to me. My youngsters need their dad and mom to live together. I need us to